Singularity. I don't know what an itty is or why I have to sing, but I want to be the heir to it. Hello everybody, welcome back to Stoneblock 3. You all remember last time I went to the edge of the hidden realm. This actually, as you can see, looks a little different. That's because this is the endless realm portal rather than the hidden realm. So the reason why I went to it last time, if you recall, was so that way I could get these things, so that way I could make my ultra to a tier 4. But I also needed these ingots to get it to a tier 5, so that way I could make these blocks. But the ores only really spawn in the endless realm, which is pretty much exactly the same as the other one. It's just, you know, it's endless. So yeah, now I have this one also. And I've also already made enough to get this thing to a tier 5. So this thing is completely maxed out, which then means the only achievement left in blood magic for me to get, since I already got this master orb, is the Archmage's orb, which takes one of these heck forged ingots, which takes 80,000 LP. So if I want to get this thing ready, I will then need to put that in and just start mass slaughtering things. I guess now's a better time as any then. Let's get this over with. I'll see you all in a minute.
Later.
And there it is. The moment I pick this up, you're gonna hear something special. Okay, editor me, amplify this. There it is. I have finally completed all of blood magic. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be automating the ethereal slates yet. There are still some things I need to do with it first before we can do anything like that. So right now, let's blacklist this, so that way I can put that in, so that way it can absorb more blood into the network. It does not absorb blood. Ah, yes, I foolishly forgot. I need to link this to me. There we go. Now it's working. Okay, good. I was confused for a second. Okay, so before we get into the singularities, though, there is one last thing I want to do with blood magic, and that's this ritual setup I have right over here. So here's what this thing is. You all remember my living armor, right? I've had it for quite a while, and it has like so many upgrade points in so many different areas. But what I originally wanted it for was to get more hearts, but I ran out of upgrade points. So in order for me to get more, I need to perform this ritual to empower myself. Ooh, a rush of energy flows through the ritual. Did it work? Yes, it did! I have 300 points now! Oh my goodness, okay. So yes, now I can do almost anything, and I'll be able to run a lot. Now, I do want to take this off, just the chest piece anyways, so that way I can then automate this next part. Well, not really automate, just do it really quickly. So, the way that I learn the healthy thing, which will help me to gain more hearts, is by healing a bunch. So by drinking a bunch of potions of healing, this should then heal me to what I need. Okay, yes, there it is. I forgot to put my armor back on, but there we go. Look, now I have 2 more hearts. So just by having healthy 1, it gave me 2 hearts, and now at 2, it'll give me 4. Alrighty, so now comes the time for the singularities. We actually have 4 different ones planned for today. I hope I have enough time. So the ones we're going to be doing today are the balloon singularity, the uranite singularity, the jelly baby singularity, and the addon processor tier 2 singularity. So in order to get an addon tier 2, we're going to start with that one since it's right here. We need 2 redstone, 2 diamond gears, a furnace, and a crafting table. Now, most of these things are EMCable, with the exception of glass panes. For some reason, these things are not EMCable, so the only way to really get them would be to find a way to auto-craft glass. And fortunately, I think I may have an idea as to how to do that. So the way I'm thinking of auto-crafting the glass panes is with these crafters. This one will be the tier 3 one, and I'm going to put that one right here, so this way it gets power. And my knowledge on this thing is very limited. I don't entirely understand how it works, but I think I know enough to be able to figure it out. So we're going to put the recipe for glass inside of there. So first and foremost, we need glass. Luckily for me, that is not really a cost at all. So then we put this like that. And yeah, then we hit apply, and I think that should be the recipe. For some reason, I keep clicking apply, and it doesn't work. Oh, okay, I figured it out. So I need to click that thing to be able to put in the recipe, and then I'd hit apply. Okay, so I thought that I had to, like, already make it and then put it in there. So, who knows? Maybe that was another step that I never figured out. We'll see. So now, if I were to put this like that, and then I were to hit apply. Okay, yes, then that works. Okay, so then I just need to click remember, and it should then be able to autocraft so long as I have the item being pumped in there. And the way I'm going to do that is with another EMC link. Now, for the latex, I've already re-automated all of that, so it's no simple issue. Well, no, it's not an issue, I should say. So all I really need to do is just get rid of that, and then grab an ender tank. And I'm going to want to configure these because, you know, colors and all that. Okay, so now that they're configured, I just put that one there, and then switch that to up, and it should be able to output it. So then I take these universal pipes, which will act as both a energy item and fluid pipe, and then I can put the under tank right there, and then I'd set it to extract, so then it would be able to take the latex. The only problem is that latex is not going in there, so I'm guessing that this mod isn't compatible in that way, which is unfortunate. So then I'm going to need to get rid of that, and then put that... I guess I could put it there, so that way it then goes into that, and then just disconnect that, and then shoot this one up, and it should be filling with water. Why is it filling with water? Alrighty, I fixed it. Okay, so now that thing is full of latex, so then this also should be full of it. Yes, yes it is. So then after that, I just need to grab the EMC links, and we should be almost completely done. Okay, so I decided to readjust it a bit, but for the most part, this should still work the same. So then I'd put this into there, and then once I connect this pipe, it should output the glass into here, which should then begin auto-crafting it. You know what? Let's test it real quick. So let's briefly turn that on, and then we'll go in and see if it did anything. No. Oh, wait, it is doing stuff. Oh, okay, so this is going to be where those actually go. Okay, I completely messed that up then. Okay, so yeah, this thing will just completely fill up with everything that is going to be required. That is good. Okay.
Much later.
I continued on with a little bit of the more tedious stuff. So basically the explanation for this is I have all of the glass panes going out into this drawer, which is fully upgraded. So then those ones are all there. So now all we have to do to explain it is this laser IO node. So in here, basically, we put these item cards, and I just need to press this one, and then this one I can change to an extract. Now, I just need to put a counting filter into that one. No, wait. No, not extract. This one is insert. The others are extract. And then I put that one there, and then for the one for up, I put that there. And I'll have to change both of those to extract, but I'm also going to need to take one of these things out and put it into there. So I actually need to implement the whole recipe inside there. So let me grab everything real quick. Alrighty, here we go. So I've collected everything that I'm going to need, I'm pretty sure. So I got the redstone, the glass, the diamond, and okay, yeah, I got everything. So I need to put these not always in the exact order, but with this one, if I'm correct, I am going to need to do so. So I put this one, and oh, nope, not like that. I click that, and then set it to 2. So that way it'll input 2, and it's always going to input these things in the order that they're in. So if I put like something into there, like if I click that, it's always going to go like there. It's not necessarily going to go where you want it to. Now, hopefully this should work properly, and none of these are going to extract until I put them in. So now I just need to turn the up one and change it to extract, and then I can turn the south one and change that to extract, and then in the north one, I then put it in, and no, it's doing it wrong. Wait, oh, it doesn't need to be in the exact place. It just needs to be those ingredients. Oh my gosh, that is a lifesaver. Okay, that is wonderful. So, now that that's done, all I'm going to need to do left for this one will be to just send that over to the singularity place making things, and then that one will be ready. Head Angel for luck. Okay, so now that the processing tier 2 singularity is done, the next one I'm going to want to do is going to be the Jelly Baby one. And this one is actually very simple. All I'm going to need to do is just get this Jelly Baby mold, which just takes 8 gold ingots and a bucket of any of the essences to make that thing, and then I put it in the crafter, and then it makes the mold. And then for the solidifier, I just need a singularity tank, a hopper, any conveyor belts, and a piston. And then I get all of that with an EXP source, which fortunately I do have with plenty of experience. I don't think Essence is going to work. But yeah, no, this one, once I replace this with that tank, it should just automate the Jelly Baby. So let me grab everything for that really quick. And yeah, this one won't take long at all.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alrighty, so now that I have everything, all I need to do is just get rid of the jumbo tank. And then instead of having that there, I can just put the XP solidifier not there. There we go. Okay, now I've got it there. And then I put the thing in there. I'm actually going to need to raise this roof by 3, I think. So then I put the mold into there. I honestly have no idea how this thing works, but once it reaches enough of the XP, it should just make one once it reaches 1,000 millibuckets. And then to speed up the process temporarily, I can just stick the jumbo tank there and then just pipe that over into this, which should then just start instantly making them. Yeah, okay, it's making the jelly babies. Okay, so yeah, that one's done. Now I just need to hook that one up to another ender chest, and then we have those singularities. So the uranite needs an energizing orb to create, and I've already automated all of that. However, if this thing is being constantly filled up with the uranite, then this thing won't be able to get its uranite since most of it's going into the singularities. And you might be thinking this thing's dangerously low. I'm going to warn you right now, it's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a smaller setup with another energizing orb and the highest tier of the energizing rods that I can with a bunch of their cables, just being pumped in by a uranite ingot. And it's going to be a pretty neat little setup. I'm going to show you what it is when it's done. It's going to be similar to this thing, and I've already done that, so I'll show you the final product. Alrighty, so this is the uranite setup. So like I said, it's very similar to one I have before, just on a little bit of a bigger scale, and there's a few minor adjustments. So all of these things, each set of 9 is connected to one of these things, and then these things have an EMC link plus this item transporter, which I looked into, actually has a pretty good filtering system. It's just a little bit wonky at times, but yeah, no, that way it'll only put in one at a time. So with each one of these having a set of 9 of those things with a nitro class fornicator going into them, those things are almost instant. So then I just need to connect all of these up to an ender chest, and we'll have the uranite singularity done, which leaves one more. So the last singularity we're going to be working towards is the balloon singularity. So to get this one, it's actually very roundabout. So there's a torch here, which obviously is, you know, EMCable, so that's fine. But as you can see, this thing, it only has a crafting recipe, so I am going to need to use another auto crafter. But one of the things is this tough fabric, which needs this industrial strength hemp, and, you know, a stick, which is also EMCable. Now, this is the stuff, is the hemp. And the way I can grow it is with another botany pot, which are these things that I have right here. So that thing won't be that big of an issue. And then I would just put those into an auto crafter, and then I'd get the fabric. But then we also have the treated wood slabs, which takes treated wood. So to get that, we just need to use a spout on top of any type of planks with creosote oil. And the way I get that is with this pyrolyzer. So I'm going to collect all the stuff I need, and then I'm going to set this up for all of you in different stages. So the first stage we're going to do will be the industrial hemp fiber. Alrighty, so we're back in the cooking pot room. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is put this ender drawer right there, and then I need to configure that to be locked. Then on top of that, I put this hopper botany pot and then inside of that, we'll put the dirt. Now we're going to need some of the hemp I already have, and then the seeds. So I put the seeds in there, and that'll start to grow rapidly, especially since I have a dark matter pedestal with a watch of flowing time on it. And then I put the industrial strength hemp. Maybe I have to lock it afterwards or something, I don't know. But there we go, and then I lock it, and yeah, now it should be good. Okay, cool. So then that is the hemp being made, and since this is in a ender drawer, if I put another one to this frequency, which I can just use the other thing like this, it's not that difficult, and put it over to where that's going to be needed, that'll be where that's auto-crafted. So that's the first portion of this part done. Alrighty, so for this next portion where we get the treated wood is going to take place in the auto mansion. So this is just like a small portion of it. This isn't the grand tour yet, don't worry, it's coming soon. But this is where I put all the spouts and stuff like that. So since this also takes a spout, I figured I might as well put that here. So this is going to be where everything goes. I am going to need to grab another EMC link, but that can come in a little bit. So with that being there, then on top of that, or no, not on top of it, near it, I needed to put it one block up. I had completely forgotten that I'm going to need fluid pipes for that, but that is going to be fine. So here we have the pyrolyzer. So on this, I will then connect this pipe there. I am going to need to configure the side to allow for import, and then the bottom for export, as well as the top, just because, you know, we're going to need to do that. So then in this EMC link, we put that there, and then in that I need to connect coal. So we put that there we go, and then once I connect that, it'll connect to coal. So then on top of this one, I'll then put another item pipe to export the actual items into the trash can, because that's not what we're after. What we're after is going to be the fluid produced by this. And then I'm also going to need to give this thing power so that way it runs. So then let's put this point there and then configure that, and now it'll start gaining power. So then that'll start to run, and it is going to be a little bit of a slow process, but it should be fine. I'm also going to need to disconnect that, because that could have been very bad. And yeah, then inside of there, we now have the oil. So then we put that one there, and then that one there, and then inside of that, we need to connect another plank. Alrighty, and then I would connect it like that, but not yet, because I do still need this to connect to this ender drawer. Okay, so then I turn that like that, and then I connect that there, so then it'll go in and it'll come out right here. There we go. And then I just need to lock this one. So then all that should be left should just be like the auto craftings and stuff like that. So yeah, I guess I can just set that up in here as well, since it'll all be, you know, loaded and such. Alrighty, so we've reached the final part of this whole process of making the balloons. So the way I'm gonna do this is I'm going to connect that one to there, this one to here, and then disconnect those pipes. And then I connect one there, and then another one up there, and then I will disconnect those pipes. I'm also going to need to have a little space down there, so that way I can connect another plug, so that way I can power this. And here we set the stick and the torch. So I'm pretty sure that we can do everything that needs to be auto-crafted in just like one thing. So firstly, what we'll need to do is to make the fabric recipe. So let's grab out one stick.
You get the idea.
Alrighty, it's the moment of truth. So if I configure this thing, it's starting to get power, so it should start to craft everything. Oh yeah, and I got to remember the items. Oh wait, right, no, I haven't connected the stuff yet. I just remembered that. Okay, so now I just need to connect. Alrighty, and now it should start to work. Okay, so it's making the fabric, and it's also making the slabs, but it's not going to take it back and make anything else. Okay, so I figured it out what I did wrong. Okay, so for each of these ones, I need to set this thing so that they would stay internally, with the exception of the balloon where that one goes to the external point. Okay, so now that that's better, now I should be able to start hooking all these things up again. I also need to kind of turn this one and make that one whitelist the torches. So that way only torches can pass through this one. So yeah, there we go. And then the rest of them can be bombarded with sticks. I really don't care. So long as the rest of these remember their specific points, it is okay. Even though it's going to be a little bit slow because it's got to take everything and all the other automations also have to take place, this should be done nonetheless. So yeah, after this, I just need to connect another ender chest to this thing, and we should be completely done with everything. So let me grab these ender chests and hook these things up. It's singularity time. Alrighty, I've got all of the ender chests hooked up on the other ends. So now I just need to hook these ones up right here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay, so what's in each of these? Okay, this one's the jelly baby. That one's the uranite, that one's the processors, and that one's the balloons. Oh no. Alrighty, so I'm pretty sure I fixed it now. So this one is now a different color from that one. I'm probably gonna need to start making a list of the things I've already done, because this is this could have been a lot worse than it was. So now all we need to do is just hook those up to those ones, and then yeah, now all those are going to start pouring into their own things. I'm probably going to need to give each of them upgrades. Yes, I definitely am. Slip one into each of those, and there we go. So now a few of these at the very least should be singularities right now. Actually, it was exactly a few. Okay, so let's take these things out quickly and put them into their own individual things before this gets messy. And yep, there we go. They all have everything. They all have their upgrades and all that. So the only one that's going to be missing is the balloon singularity, which is going to take quite a bit of the balloon. So I'm going to try tweaking with that a bit in between episodes to get that whole thing figured out. But yeah, this is going to leave only 4 singularities left. That will probably be the ethereal slate, the mana steel, the wall singularity, and the nitro crystal. I won't be doing all those in one episode, I don't think. We will see, but at the very least, the ethereal slate is going to be coming soon. So then let's collect everything that we have. I got an ender chest again with the sigils. Geez, I also got an enchantment book. Wait, hang on a minute. What enchantment did I get? Silk Touch. That would be good if I didn't already have a pick that does that. Okay, well, you know what? That's not some bad stuff, honestly. So then the only thing left to do today will be opening up today's chance cube. Yes, it is the time of the show where I risk my life and limb for all of your entertainment by opening up the disaster block that is the chance cube. Please don't kill me. Ooh, redstone again. Welcome back, Sith Bling here. All right. I guess I can take this. That's some free EMC. All right. You know what? That's nice. I mean, in all honesty, you know, the redstone is appreciated, but I really don't do redstone much, especially when, you know, there's like so many other stuff in like the mod pack that just kind of replaces redstone and others that just sort of enhance it. So, you know, this isn't bad though. Anyways, though, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out my last stone block video. Bye-bye!